a lot of weekend golf like everyone else.
Yep.
And we tend to put a little cheese on these tournaments and these matches and these
Yep.
games.
Little pizza money.
Little pizza money.
Yep.
And we've run into many situations where it's I'll get you next time, or I'll buy your beer in the house. What do we do?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites, right? So you set up a little bit of a bet on, let's call it Saturday morning. You go out. We have all sorts of different games we play. There's maybe it's a game of sixes, right? You're in a group of four. You go out. You alternate. You rotate. Partners. So I play with everybody for 6 holes. You're betting $5-10 for each of those matches, and maybe you throw some other little side stuff on top of it, and you get to the end of the round, right? And you've had a good day. You've hit the partners at the right point, and at the end of the day you're owed $12 or $13,
Right.
whatever.
Again, right.
Right. Like
Typically, what we're
we're
playing
not
for,
talking about a lot.
we're not playing for a
And
lot
then-
typically.
And so then you'll have somebody who finds their way to the parking lot, and somehow before the accounting is done to make sure what they owe, they're on their way out the door, and they haven't paid it off. And you're like, oh, now am I going to chase this guy down for 13 bucks? I remember at Sunset Valley I played one time. One of our members, I had to go up to his car and knocked on his door, and I said, I think you owe $7.
I don't know if it was 7. It might have been 3.
$7. But I mean,
it's not the principle of what the amount is.
And walking away without making that payment is just not, in my mind, it's not acceptable. I get annoyed. And I don't like it when you say, I'll catch you for a beer. No, we're going to settle up the golf bets.
Right, we're having a beer either way.
And then we'll go deal with the beer. If the winner wants to buy the beer, great. If the loser wants to buy the beer, great. But the betting is an independent entity, and people love to just sort of sweep it under the rug and pretend the bet didn't occur when a lot of times when they owe money. And that is, I don't know. Now, I will say it doesn't happen too much at one of the courses we're at, right? We've gotten pretty serious about that exchange.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case.
Again, that's 5 years of
Right.
training
Yes.
them to pay up.
So if you guys do that stuff, please settle your bets.
Settle your bets.